Hi there and welcome back to the channel. Do you love looking at gorgeous, gorgeous food photography photos like these ones online, whether it's on Pinterest or Instagram or whatever? Me too. Love food photography. So I have put together some fabulous food photography classes. These are self-paced online. You can do them in your own time frame, in your own space, however you want to do them. If you've ever wanted to learn food photography, then come with me and I'll show you around some of my classes. So if you jump over to my website and go to the online classes, you will find a whole range of them, from still life to food, macro and more. So I have got 3 beautiful food photography classes. These are all online, self-paced. You can do them when you want, how you want, in whatever order you want. And these are a fabulous way to learn food photography, but also to build up your portfolio and your skill level with photography. So I've got For the Love of Food and Table and Plate. They are a little bit older, I've got to admit, so the technology in putting it together probably isn't as good as it is now, but all the information there is still 100% perfect, designed just for you to learn food photography. So let's go and have a little look at some of the ones that we've got. So we've got Table and Plate. This is a fabulous way to learn food photography, and if you click on any of the classes, they will take you in to the course page. So there's Table and Plate. It gives you some demo images, what's included, the synopsis, student testimonials, and the course curriculum. That's all there. So if we actually jump into the class, so I have actually split Table and Plate up into, there's your welcome and some bonus downloads. Everybody loves the bonus downloads. And there's some little extra touches I've put in there. So videos on how to make candied lemons or chocolate leaves, things like that. Then I've split it into breakfast, snacks and entrees, mains and desserts. So you go in, there's a behind the scenes for each project. There is a Lightroom walkthrough and edit for each one. So there's smoothies, berry crunch, scrambled eggs, all sorts of things. Snacks and entrees. Again, there is a behind the scenes. So I walk you through how I set it up in the studio, and then I go through and I do a video on how I edited it. So there's nachos, there's mains, all sorts of things. So there's some fabulous recipes in here as well that we use in our own home all the time. And then you've got some fabulous desserts. So if we go back and have a look at For the Love of Food, which is probably one of the very first videos I did that is still available on my website. Some of the really old ones I have archived, but this one goes through. There's a welcome, there's a little bit on equipment, some backgrounds, props, there's bonus downloads, and then you've got all the food styling stories. So I go through all sorts of different things. There's behind the scenes video, then there is, of course, edits and things like that. So I go through how I set them up. So there's all sorts of different from topics, from fresh fruit, there's dumplings, soups, pastas, tea, desserts, all sorts of things in there. Things that you probably wouldn't normally see covered in a food photography class. For instance, like cheese and baked bean jaffles. I mean, we eat them all the time and they actually look really cool when they're photographed. So why not jump in and have a look at it? There's also herbs and things like that. So that is another fabulous one to go and have a look at. Now, Decadent Delights is another food class. This one is much more recent, so everything is a little more refined. There's better lighting, better technical stuff behind the scenes, but it still gives you fabulous lessons behind the scenes, how I set it up, how I did the styling, how I did the lighting, and how I edited them in Lightroom. So if we go and have a little look at the class, so there are some basics there about food options, tables, backdrops, props, etc. Then I go into shooting with natural light. So there's a couple of different setups that I have here for shooting in natural light. Then there is constant light, and then there is flash or speed light. Now you can mix and match. If you don't have a flash or a speed light, you can shoot all of them in natural light. You don't have time to shoot during the day when there's natural light, but you're happy to use a flash or a speed light or even constant light, you can shoot them all in constant or speed light. Up to you how you want to go. So there is some fabulous ones there. If I jump back to the website, there is also some basic product photography that I put in this sort of little group here, but that's something else entirely that you can also go and have a look at. So each of these classes have been designed to give you a spark of an idea. I'm not saying go and replicate exactly what I do. If I'm shooting peaches, go shoot pears. If I'm shooting cheesecake, go shoot chocolate cake or something else. These are literally just a spark to get you going. I go through and I show you how I light something. So if you really like the lighting on a particular piece and you want to learn that, jump in and do that. You can do these in any order in your own pace. So if you want to skip snacks and want to jump straight into desserts, go for it. You can do it any order you like. These are literally just sparks to get you going, and then the technical know-how, the how to capture it. So that's it for today's class. I'll put all the links below. And of course, if you have done any of these classes, thank you so much for purchasing them. I hope you enjoyed it. Perhaps put a comment down below. Have you done it? Which class did you do? And what was your favourite food to shoot? So that's it for this week. Next week, I'll pop back in and I will give you a little look around with perhaps some macro photography. So that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope to see you next week. And that's it from me. Bye.